Okay, how's everybody doing this evening? Hopefully I found a little closer, a little quieter place to make videos so I don't have a lot of people walking around me in the background. But anyway, I want to talk a little bit about making a lot of money, or let's just say getting rich on EOS. Getting rich on EOS. You know, I've been making these videos long enough that I realize that when I talk about money, the video always does a little bit better than if I don't talk about money. People like money. Probably much to the disappointment of Vitalik, people do like money. I just think Vitalik's kind of funny when he talks about tweeting about prime numbers and people tweeting back about sharding Lambos. I thought that was really funny. And I'm not picking on Vitalik because I really like Vitalik. I got a lot of respect for Vitalik. But he's got a lot of money too. He doesn't have to worry about money like the rest of us do. But anyway, people want to make money, and people find things more interesting if they can make some money from it. And the EOS platform is going to be a way to make a lot of money, make a lot of people rich. And there's a number of ways for that to happen. You know, everybody thinks about owning the token. That's the number one way people think about making money on this platform. And that's a very, very good way of making money. And I think the token, I mean, you know, I was a stockbroker for a long time. And usually when you own stock in a company, you don't have any ownership in actual physical assets of the company. You just own the stock, and you have, if you're preferred stock or common stock, you may just get a vote as far as the shareholders are concerned, but you don't actually have an ownership interest in this. In this, you actually have an ownership interest. So you have a dual interest, a dual way for, you know, to make profit on this, make a profit on the appreciation of the token, also make profit on renting out or using your tokens to build on the platform, which is probably the easiest way to make money on this, just to buy the token. And I believe that the token is going to be very extremely valuable in the future. I mean, right now with the Mainnet yet to launch, what's going on with EOS is and you can check them out. Just go EOS Jungle testnet. You can take it to the GitHub repository as far as where the software is. You can even go on there and you can register a node. But EOS is just trying to right now make the mainnet launch take place easily. It's almost like we're in a relay race, and EOS is block one is handing the baton off to the community, and now the community's got to take off and run with that. And in order for that to happen, you got to have you got to debug the software. You got to make sure there's no security problems, and then you got to make sure that there's smooth transition and everything runs smoothly. And at that point, then the community takes the baton and runs with it. They take the software out and run with it. And you know, you can go on the Jungle testnet and you can see everything they're doing right now. I mean, it's transparent. All the software is right there for you to take a look at. So right now they're just trying to make this thing very stable before it launches. Then after it launches, there'll be lots of tools for development. There'll be a lot of tools to show people how to develop on this, and that's where the real action is going to take place. I've always said this on my channel, that my channel is about EOS, you know, launching, and then once EOS launches, about the actual development, about the building on that platform. And I think there's going to be an amazing amount of money being made by building dApps on this thing. I think a lot of applications now are going to move to the blockchain. A lot of Ubers are going to move to the blockchain. A lot of ideas currently running on applications are going to move to the blockchain. And this is going to be a tremendous opportunity for people to make money on the blockchain, by not even coming up with their own ideas, but taking ideas that are running existently on centralized systems and moving them to decentralized systems. A tremendous opportunity. A lot of money is going to be made on that. So there's going to be a lot of money made by owning the token, by owning the real estate on the token, by creating dApps on this platform, by developers that develop this app. You know, I see where EOS has given some money to Blacksburg, or Virginia Tech University in Blacksburg, Virginia, so that they can help build a program to teach people about blockchain. Because blockchain you're not able to go to college and learn blockchain. I don't go to university and major in blockchain. There's no blockchain, you know, degree out there I can get. I mean, basically, when you learn this stuff, is you have to be self-taught on GitHub or wherever you go to get the information and learn it. I mean, it's how you can learn anything. It's how you learn how to code. Everything is right now, you can teach yourself, because universities are very lacking in this area, specifically in blockchain. There's special sets of skills that you need to know in order to develop on blockchain. And this is going to be something that the people that understand this, know this, and that can develop these dApps are going to make a lot of money. So you got the mainly owning the token, the real estate under the token, being a developer on the token is going to be a very profitable thing to do, and then just the ICOs and the airdrops, all very profitable. So I mean, if you got an idea, you can be able to raise the money through an ICO and airdrop. So there's like how many different ways to raising money on this, or making money on this thing, making yourself rich, owning the token, owning the real estate for the token, running that out, doing something with that, creating dApps, doing ICOs, doing airdrops. I mean, there's 5 or 6 ways right there. But people are going to be making a lot of money for this platform. So there's a lot of ways to get rich from EOS. Lots and lots of ways to get rich from EOS. Right now, I think the price is where it's at because of profit takers. I mean, it was up over 20 bucks, now it's 10 bucks, but you got to realize a lot of people were in this thing at 50 cents. So if you're in at 50 cents in February, and now we're at 10 bucks, maybe you don't want to go through the mainnet launch. Maybe you just want to take the profit off the table. Maybe you want to buy back in once the platform's going up and running and actually doing something. But I think that's a big mistake. And I'll tell you why. Because I think there's going to be a lot of news released once the mainnet launches. And once the mainnet launches smoothly, then there'll be a lot of information out there. And you're not going to want to miss that because there's going to be big appreciations during those days. Another interesting point I just want to bring out is it's the jungle testnet. The reason it's jungle is because all the block producers have come up with jungle names. Like I think the one that's doing it out of the Ukraine, I think that's a crypto, what are they? Crypto Lion. Is it Crypto Lion? I can't remember. I got to think about it. I got to go on GitHub to look at that. Crypto Lion. But anyway, everybody's going to be a jungle creature. So that's the reason why they call it the jungle testnet. So a lot of interesting stuff, a lot of ways to make money on this platform. Very exciting times. And I think a lot of people are going to get rich. I think a lot of people are going to get rich from EOS. So anyway, I appreciate you watching.